welcome back to the third edition of SHS this month. I'm Matt Brown.
And I'm Brady Conlon. And for our first segment, we're going to take a look at Tevin, Cameron, and Abdul and how last year went.
Hi, my name is Cameron, and I'm here with Tevin and Abiel to talk about 2020. So, let's get into this, man. 2020 was a crazy year. You got Kobe dying in the beginning, then the virus, and then, the protest. Everything that happened this year was kind of crazy, man. But, what do you think you're going to take away from this year, Tevin?
I'm definitely gonna remember never to take anything for granted, and just know that anything can happen at any moment, and just just precious the things you have at the moment, because stuff like the pandemics like this has happened before, but obviously we haven't lived through those type of times, so it's new to us and gotta expect everything, and it's a new experience, definitely, but I'll definitely use this to prepare for if anything else happens down the line in upcoming lives.
This situation will only make us stronger, I remember at the beginning, it was just in China, right? And then everybody said, we're only gonna have a few cases and it's not that bad. And then, 12 months later, here we are, I don't think that, I don't think it's bad that we were taking it life for granted before, because, who would have thought this could ever happen? Nobody could have predicted this. So I don't think we were taking it for granted, obviously, but I don't think it's something that's sometimes you take people for granted or you take certain situations for granted. I don't think that there was any how do I say this? There was nothing malicious about it. It was nothing that was evil about us just living our lives as usual, because this isn't normal and there's no way we could have prepared for this. But what I'm gonna take out of it is that basically what you said, I can't take anything for granted anymore. I can't even hang out with my friends like I used to no more. Always have to have a mask, always have to be prepared for the worst. I don't want to put anybody at risk, because everybody in my family is a high risk person. So what do you think, Abiel? What are you gonna take away?
To follow up with what Cameron said, I really don't like the mask thing. It's so annoying, because constantly when I go outside, I have to constantly remind myself I have to wear a mask. It's so uncomfortable to wear a mask, and I can barely breathe 1 minute. It's just bad. This year's taught me anything can happen, and at this, you can lose someone like this, and we should really cherish each other, because I could have lost family members easily because of this pandemic or something like that. I think we should just know how to know your self-value and know your worth, and know the people around you, because they care about you and stuff like that. Because if you're constantly on a game or something, when they're gone, you're gonna be oh man, I wish I had time to be with them. Obviously, if you could have time to be with them, you're just not using your time wisely. So that's why I'm I'm gonna spend time with my family more.
Facts. And even though there was a sea of negatives, man, the positives is that we're always looking towards the future, always looking ahead, always looking at what we can do better, always thinking about, this situation's kind of brought us ironically closer together, because we realize now that, every day isn't promised, and we can't spend every moment together, but sometimes we have to be together, always gotta be close. Let me just close it out. Thank you guys for joining us on our last podcast of 2020. See you guys in 2021.
Thanks.
And up next, we have an interview with Victor Markman and Victor Elvius on Victor Elvius' job with the girls' hockey team.
Hi, my name is Victor Markman, and I'm interviewing Victor Alvius for the SHS this month. So, Victor, I've heard you're the water boy for the girls' hockey team. What specifically do you do on like the average day?
On the average day, I usually just get a ride to the game, or if it's an away game, we ride the bus there. And I fill up the waters usually when I first get there, and after each period, I fill up the waters, make sure they're all topped up, and just making sure that like everything sort of like maintenance wise is taken care of. And on home games, I do the music for when the play is stopped.
So, is there any type of specific music that you play, or do you base it off of your preferences or even the girls' hockey team preferences?
The head coach has given me a playlist to play during the stoppage of play, but this year I'm going to ask the girls to see what they want to have on there because it's been mostly the head coach who wants the playlist to stay the same. But I feel like it's time for a change.
I agree. So, I also heard that you were doing a summer program before COVID started with people like Mr. Bechet and others, like trying to help them. What did you exactly do on the average like day while you were there during the summer?
So um, on the average day, I would come in and set up. It depends on the day, but mostly I would set up and just make sure everything's okay with what Massini wants. Sometimes I would help out the nurse before the camp starts. Sometimes I would lift like some stuff and bring it over to a different classroom or carry around supplies and materials for a teacher. Um, with Bice's or Mr. Bechet's uh, class, I helped out with like prepping up video materials and like tripods, making sure like I also edited for him and just making sure everything like runs smoothly.
That's good. So, would you basically say that you were sort of just like the average helper around there? Were there any more like you that were just helping around like that?
Yeah, so when I first started helping out, which was a couple years back, I think it was my freshman year, it was only me, and we didn't really need like that many more people. But as the years went on, we started to recruit like a lot of eighth graders in there. So they started helping out and like basically like helping me do my job, just like going around finding students or helping teachers out with their classes, and just like helping things run smoothly.
Hmm. And as we know with COVID and school recently, or even when it just started, so a lot of students' mental states have been affected greatly in terms of either reducing or hopefully staying intact. What would you say is your mental state regarding school?
I'd say the current models have taken a toll on me. I'd say my motivation has like been a bit shaky, but um, a lot of my teachers have made it a lot easier to get work in because they're giving a lot of extensions and the Wednesday office hours are helpful whenever I need to stop in and talk to a teacher about my work. So I'd say it's helpful to have the teachers there because they're also going through a lot with grading and being a teacher.
So then, would you have any tips for sort of keeping that good mental state?
I'd say just don't give up and just like keep pushing forward. As cliche as that sounds, like it's helpful to know that's not going to last forever.
Mm. And what have you been doing to sort of stay sane, like outside of school?
Um, I've been listening to a lot more music. Um, I've been doing a lot more photography, and just playing video games and trying to like have a life outside of school where I can just relax and rest from all the chaos of school.
All right, thank you for the interview.
No problem.
And now, Jake Murphy is going to interview Joe McNulty about the boys hockey team and how their season is going to go and has been going.
This is Joey McNulty from the varsity boys hockey team. And how are you feeling about this upcoming season?
We're feeling good. We have a lot of freshmen that came up this year. We have really we're losing a lot of we're losing a lot of old players, seniors this year, but we're hoping to get more wins than last year. We had 6 last year, so there's no playoffs, but.
All right. How has COVID affected your season?
We're not allowed to use locker rooms no more. We have to get changed at home and go to the rink. Our season is delayed right now. We haven't played our first game yet, but during practice we played well in a few scrimmages. But we have to wear a mask, obviously.
What is different this season compared to last season now that you're a captain?
Definitely have more responsibility. Make sure, everyone's happy. Like, let everyone know what's going on. Keep in contact with the coaches and just letting players know what's going on. Just more responsibilities.
And are you excited for your senior season next year?
Yeah, I'm very excited. Hopefully we'll have a pretty good team. Like I said, we're losing a lot of seniors this year. The co-op is probably going to re-sign, so we'll still be with Brockton next year. Yeah, I'm excited.
All right. Good luck.
Thank you, Murph.
So, Michael, what jobs do you currently have?
I landscape and I work at Sonic.
Okay. Is it easy to keep up with your schoolwork while also working a job?
I wouldn't say it's easy, especially because I have 2, but it's definitely challenging.
That's fair. Do you plan on doing sports as well this year?
I wanted to, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to, because yeah,
Yeah,
because of work.
very tight schedule. Will you be seeking higher education after school?
I'm planning on going to trade school for electrician, but yeah. Other than that, we're probably like plumbing.
Plumber. Okay. What did you learn while being at your current job?
That to value every penny you make, because just to make $12 is pretty hard.
And what jobs are you going to be looking for in the future after high school?
Something to do with an electrician or either mechanic.
Okay, thank you.
next, we have a podcast with Shaddy, David, and Josh talking about their idols.
What's up, everyone? I'm Shaddy. I'm here with David and Josh. And today we're going to be talking about our idols and like why they're idols. So who wants to go first?
I'll go first. One of my idols is Kawhi Leonard, and he's my idol because in 2014 in the NBA Finals, he like locked up LeBron, and like that was what really put him on the map, and he was like he wasn't really known until that like moment, and like I've always looked up for him for his like defense in the NBA.
All right. My first idol is Dwayne Wade, because he's the first person that like when I first started watching basketball, he's just my favorite because my friend was a LeBron fan, so I didn't want to have the same favorite player as him, so I just picked D-Wade.
Right. My first idol is gonna be Isaiah Thomas because he's a short basketball player, and he was when he was playing in the Celtics, he was top 3 scorer in the league, and he's 5'9", and I'm short and play basketball, so yeah, that's how he influenced me.
All right. So we're gonna do another idol. David, what's your second one?
My second one is Tom Brady. Because he was the 199th pick in the draft, and then now he came from literally like nobody wanted him or anything, and now he's like probably the greatest quarterback of all time, and he's just like an inspiration.
All right. My second is Ronaldo because I used to just play soccer like every single day as my favorite sport before I started liking basketball. And I don't know, just how he played just makes me want to play like him. So I just keep on watching him.
My second idol is Derrick Rose. And I picked Derrick Rose because he got injured very badly a couple times. And it didn't stop him from chasing his dream and doing what he loved. And that inspired me because you shouldn't give up on what you love. You should keep going.
All right. That's going to be it for today.
And now we go to an interview with Gene interviewing Javon about the boys varsity football team.
Hello, my name is Gene Tran, and I'm here with varsity football player Javon. Introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Javon. I played defensive end for Stone High School. I also play offensive tackle.
Okay. All right. Question number 1. What have you been doing to prepare for this year's football season?
I've been working out, I've been working out since quarantine, trying to better myself, football and all of that. Been working on my footwork, my hand fighting for everything. It's been working on the small details that make me better in my position. I've been doing that all since quarantine till now. So that's why I've been preparing myself for football for this season.
All right, now question number 2. This is your last year of playing high school football. How does that make you feel?
I mean, it makes me feel like, dang, it's really sad because, like, I wish I could have done more since my freshman year. Because, it was my, like, I was like a foreigner to the sport. So, like, I was trying to get used to it. So I didn't really know as much. Like, I was just, I was trying to get used to it. But it's a really tough year. But, it's made me more dedicated so I can, like, I motivate the team and all that so we can all win to go to the chip and, get our ring and all that.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Question number 3. Do you plan on playing football in college?
Yes, most definitely do. It's going to take a while because, I got to work on other stuff. But I'm most definitely I'm going to make sure I play college football. Either I'm trying to go at D2 or, aim high. I don't care. I'm going to push myself to the limit.
Coming up next, we have an interview with Cody and Josh talking about basketball.
Hi, my name's Cody. Today we're gonna be talking about Josh and Josh's sport and basketball. And so Josh, what's your name and tell me a little bit about yourself?
My name is Josh Rivera. I'm a junior. I play for the Stone High basketball team. Basketball is my favorite sport, and I don't just play high school basketball. I also participate in AAU and leagues around Massachusetts.
Okay, okay. So what's your favorite position in basketball, and what's some things you like to control in that position?
I play point guard, and at the point guard position, you're supposed to control the pace of the game. You're supposed to be a vocal leader, handle the basketball, and make plays on and off the ball.
Okay. So how much practice do you get a day? And does your body get tired after the game and practices?
The high school team, we practice almost every day, except for Sunday. And outside of high school basketball, I try to play basketball every other day. And my body does get very tired because it's nonstop running and jumping, and you have to be very active. And yeah.
Okay. So how do you stay motivated after losing your games, and what do you think what do you think you can bring to your team?
The way I try to stay motivated, I just say to myself, like, it's just a game. It's one game at a time. Next game, you just gotta watch film, see what you did wrong, try to improve for next game.
Right. Yeah.
And for me, what I bring to the team, I believe I bring toughness, defense. I can handle the ball very well. And I'm just starting to get comfortable with the team now. And it's just big on adapting.
All right. Well, thanks for your time, and thank you for coming in to do this one-on-one meeting about basketball and your profession and your career.
Yes, sir.
All right. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.
Finally, we end with an SHS spotlight with Siobhan and Cody.
Hello, this is SHS Spotlight. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Siobhan Luth, and today guest Cody King will be joining us to share a little bit about himself. What's your name, and tell me a little bit about yourself?
So my name's Cody King, and I'm 17 years old. I'm a student from Stoughton High School, and I also have 2 sisters and 1 brother. And I also enjoy hanging out with friends, riding dirt bikes, and playing video games. And I'm also a senior in Stoughton High School as well.
What school do you go to, and what grade are you in?
I'm a senior, and I attend Stoughton High School.
What's your favorite class?
My favorite class is video production with Mr. Bichet.
Why is that your favorite class?
This is my favorite class because I enjoy it, and I find taking videos and editing really interesting and cool. And I also like learning about behind the scenes and stuff like that. And then I also like the technical names for things and how to use certain equipment.
After school, do you work or do you do any after school activities?
After work, I work at a Chinese Japanese food place named Mr. Chef's in Stoughton.
How long have you been working?
This is my first job, and I've been working there for almost I would say 2.5 months now, and I really enjoy it.
Do you think being busy after school is good?
I think being busy is good at a certain extent. It teaches you how to multitask and how to work hard.
Would you recommend getting a job as a high school student?
Yes, I recommend getting a job because it teaches you to never give up and work hard, and you get rewarded for your efforts. And you also get a little taste of reality in the real world, which is good and different from school and hanging out with friends.
Tell us about your friends and your family. Who do you hang out with?
My family is pretty fun and outgoing. Every weekend, my family gathers for dart night and catch up and spend time together. My friend Josh, Seoban, Shizzy, and Fallon are all set goals and organized and hardworking, and they're all for me. And if I need anything, they're there for me.
Why do you enjoy hanging out with them?
One reason I enjoy hanging out with them is because whenever we're all together, there's no negativity energy, and we're always uplifted and have good vibes and push each other to success.
What are some of your goals or aspirations you wish to accomplish once leaving high school?
One of my main goals is I want to become a filmer for movies, since I really am interested in the type of things, and I also want to become a bartender on the side to help pay for college and loans, and have quick cash to have money in my pocket for anything I need to worry about.
How do you plan to achieve your goals?
In order to achieve my goals, I plan to go to college for filming and production to obtain a degree and get a better job. I also plan to stay focused and work hard as I continue to accomplish goals.
Okay, this is Siobhan signing off with Cody. We'll see you next time on SHS Spotlight.
Class due drives are here. All students must pay $15 per year for class dues. Collection boxes are located at the high school office from January 25th to February 5th. All years pay $15. Year 2, $35 if you missed year 1. Year 3, $35 if you missed year 2. Or $55 if you missed years 1 and 2. Year 4, $35 if you missed year 3, or $75 if you missed all the years. There will be 4 boxes at the front office. Make sure to put your dues in an envelope and into your class's box. On the envelope, please put your name, your class number, the amount enclosed, and your signature. Please turn in your class dues by February 5th. Thank you.
2020 was a difficult year, and to be honest, 2021 has only been a continuation. But we also can't forget that the end is just over the horizon. Times like these have allowed us to reflect on the past and has allowed us to see what we couldn't before. For the time being, we have to give 100% even when we don't feel like it, and focus on the future when this will all be over. Make sure to take all proper COVID precautions to protect yourself and others. Stay safe, everyone.
Welcome back to the 3rd edition of Wild World of Sports. I'm your host, Matty Brown, with my co-host,
Brady Conlon.
And let's hop right into it. Woo. So,
Super Bowl.
Who did you have winning before the Super Bowl?
Before the game started,
Before the game.
I had the Kansas City Chiefs.
See,
I thought the youth would, go and dominate.
Nah, man.
Thought Patty Mahomes would play a little better than 50% completion percentage.
See,
that was awful.
See,
no one wants to watch that again.
I went into that game knowing that Tom Brady was going to win because he's, been there, done that.
Yeah, a few times.
He's got seven? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
AJ, seven?
7.
7 rings.
7
Pretty
rings.
crazy.
Yeah, 7.
He has the most
GOAT talk.
most ever.
I mean,
more than any team.
I think that just proves that Brady is just a GOAT, man. He left the Pats,
Yeah, still not happy about that. But
I'm a little salty, but I'm glad to see he's moved on to bigger.
That's the real reason I wanted
things.
Chiefs to win. Still a little hurt.
A little spiteful.
He left us with a Cam Newton.
But you know what? He took that Bucs team, who did not have much. Let's say they added some pieces, but the main piece.
They had a full defense.
Main pieces were still there.
They had.
If you think about it.
Mike Evans.
Chris
was there. Godwin.
Godwin was there.
O.J. Howard, Cameron Brate.
Was there.
Weapons. Then he brought in A.B., Leonard Fournette, Gronk. Gronk had a great game.
LaShawn McCoy.
Yeah.
Then he just went to cooking.
Gronk had a great game.
He started cooking up.
2 touchdowns.
That's just what he does, man. Yo, but Aaron Rodgers.
MVP.
3rd MVP. I could have called that.
Yeah, he had a great year.
What do you have?
He's a wizard.
48
I think.
touchdowns?
5 picks, not a big deal.
One might say that's pretty good. Yeah.
One might say that.
One might say Aaron Rodgers is good at football.
One might say.
If I was a betting man.
Might have to bet on that.
Well, let's switch it up. Talk about some NHL. Bees are looking great. Bees are looking on fire. I love how they're playing.
Pasta's on fire.
We know that.
Just putting them back in the net.
Putting kids.
That's where he lives.
Putting kids in a blender.
Yeah.
It's great to watch.
Red Light District.
Yeah, they're just clicking.
Yeah.
Love to see the Bees.
It's all coming together.
I think they're going to win the Cup this year. I mean, I'm not even just saying that. I think they're going all the way. They look good.
I think Tuca's.
I think Tuca's got the balls. I think Tuca can do it. I think Tuca,
has the unbridled temerity to bring us to.
I think he does.
The Cup.
I think he saw the hate and he's like, you know what, I gotta do something for this city. Lead this team back to glory, and I know they can win the Cup if he's staying on his head out there.
Well, he has to prove that
I mean, yeah, that would be nice.
It would be
That
nice.
would be nice if he'd stay for a little bit.
It would be nice. Maybe he'll go home again and leave. Yeah, that's whatever. The Celtics.
Not looking too good.
Not great right now.
You know?
Jalen Brown's out with a knee injury. Hopefully that.
They got hit by the COVID bug, though.
Yeah.
Not a good bug to get hit by, you know?
Jason Tatum's having a great year.
Yeah.
Jason Tatum. Hooping this year.
Yeah, I think he's going to involve
Hooping. Him and
top
Brown.
5 player.
Him and Brown, I think,
Yeah.
solid locks for the All-Star game.
Oh, yeah.
Jalen's been dominant.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say he's been better than Tatum this year because of his impact on the defensive end, too.
That's important.
Yeah, I feel
Very
like
important.
Tatum's been a little lazy, but he scores 30 a game, so who really cares?
I think he's going to evolve into top 10, maybe top 5 player in the league.
Definitely.
You know,
I think he already is top 10.
Oh, yeah, I'd give you top 10.
I think he's
I'd give you top
gotten
10.
that good in that short amount of time.
I'd give you top 10.
Yeah.
You just got that, like, killer instinct, you know? He's just going to come at you as a killer, you know?
He had a tough loss to the Suns, but
Hey, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
What are you going to do? That concludes the third edition of Wild World of Sports. I'm your host, Hattie Brown.
and I'm Brady Conlon. We'll see you next month.
Thanks for tuning in to this edition of SHS this month.
We will see you next month.
Puss.